Good Thursday morning to you and welcome to Court TV Live. I'm your host, Julie Grant, and we are covering Mama Donna Adelson's murder trial in Tallahassee, Florida. She's accused of being part of the murder-for-hire plot to kill her former son-in-law, beloved law professor Dan Markel. On the stand right now, and they got an early start. They started around 8:45 this morning. The special agent with the FBI who started his testimony on Wednesday, Patrick Sanford, he continues this morning. And in the next call we're about to hear between Charlie and Donna, guess whose name comes up? Wendy's. Let's watch.
No, that's great. Listen, Wendy just doesn't comprehend at all how lucky she is. It doesn't register in her head how lucky she is. At all. At all. Not even at all. Nothing. Which is great. Yeah. But at least she doesn't see herself as a victim anymore, which is great too.
I'm just happy to hear that she's getting more conversations.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so now if we could fast forward back to where we ended the day yesterday, we heard the first call in which Charlie Adelson speaks to Katherine Magbanua. That was call D, right?
Correct.
Okay, and they were discussing an in-person meeting there. Did an in-person meeting take place between Charlie and Katherine Magbanua?
Yes, Charlie left from his mother's condo and drove to Katherine Magbanua's work.
All right, and was that after the meeting that we saw the photo of the defendant and Charlie at the table speaking in low tones?
That's correct.
Okay, so after he leaves there, does he go straight to Katherine Magbanua?
He does. He goes straight to her.
All right, and was there an attempt to surveil that meeting as well?
There was.
Okay, and had Magbanua been under surveillance prior to this?
I believe we tried to get somebody over there, yes.
I mean, in general, during the course of the investigation, had she been
yes,
surveilled?
correct.
Okay.
Sorry, yes, she had been.
And as part of the surveillance on her, was law enforcement ever able to capture an image that included Magbanua and the Lexus that she received during this?
That's correct.
Sometime during our time frame. I'm going to show you what I've marked as States 54. Recognize States 54?
I do.
What does that show?
It shows Katherine Magbanua meeting with Charlie Adelson. She drove to his location where he was working that day, and he came out of the office, she got into the car with him, she parked behind him, and she got into his car, sat there for a little while, then they got out, and that's what the photo is showing them outside the car.
Would have been evidence for States 54?
Objection?
When was this photo taken, if you know?
It was prior to the bomb. I don't remember the exact date.
Any objection to States 54, Your Honor?
Oh, no, I wouldn't be the one objecting it.
Well, I'm not allowed to talk to them. I'm only allowed to talk to you.
States 54 isn't admitted.
All right, so sometime prior to the bump, we have this image taken, and is the vehicle back here the one that was previously in the name of Harvey Adelson, but transferred over to Magbanua?
Correct. The timing of this photo was during the wire. That vehicle was during the wire, I believe, was still currently registered to Charlie Adelson or Harvey Adelson.
Okay. But we've heard evidence of it being transferred over to Katherine Magbanua at some point, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so that's the car.
That is the car. It's a Lexus.
And then the meeting that we're about to talk about was at the Dolce Vita restaurant. Are you familiar with that?
I am.
And were some images taken there as well?
Correct.
Publishing 137, is this in front of the Dolce Vita restaurant?
It is, after they exited.
Publishing 140.
Yes.
All right, and we heard from some agents yesterday about the attempts to capture and clarify their audio conversation inside that restaurant. Have
Okay.
you had an opportunity to listen to that recording?
I have.
Okay. And right before that meeting, we've got call E. Is that one just Magbanua and Charlie Adelson planning this meeting where they're going to meet up?
That's
Call
correct.
E.
After he left the meeting at Monty's, he called her to discuss where to meet.
Okay, I think we can skip that one. And have we got the Dolce? Yep. This is going to be State's Exhibit 116 being published, Your Honor. Oh, sorry.
Wednesday, like, you know, it'd probably either get on the beach or get the officer up there. My mom, my dad, so let's carry it on. You never know. You know what person will fucking shoot out. I mean, I can say I know a lot about my parents. I mean, so carry on right now. I think I'm going to start carrying one of our bags. Like, you know, someone comes up to me and encourages you to do something. Someone comes up to me asking me for money right now. Yeah, and when there's one police go up, and there's the doctor, there's an officer standing there with a dead baby on the driveway. Not like someone check going on tattoos to your man to get Doesn't come back. They ain't going away. We've always maintained it. With the beard or with the badge? Well, I don't. If the badge comes up to you, tell them I'm going to officer. If they want to charge you with something, charge me. If not, I don't talk to cops. Sorry. No, it's very simple. Like, if you're going to charge me, charge me. Yeah, but things have changed a lot. You know what's changed a lot? The cameras everywhere. So cops now, they have a fucking pension. When they retire, they're going to get a pension for the next 30 years. Medical, dental, and salary every month. And they think that, you know, the cameras, the money cameras are here. You know, I mean, they better be doing it in a place where there's not a chance that someone just have a camera pointing outside the building and capturing it or their desk. What I'm saying is that this person is not the away. He's very equipped with details. Where the details come from. I don't know. The details come from. Well, because once you think of okay, I'm going to tell them if I brother did. Tell them right now, no. They're going to say, can you prove it? And I'm going to say, no. You don't have to go with you. I'm going to say no. He's your brother. No. How do you know he's he told me. Okay, he told you that's no. Having anthology designed in this book, and he told me. What did he tell you? He said I did. So even if I went in and said, my brother said he did it, you can't prove it. You got to put the person to the scene. You understand? In order to prove it, you have to put that person at the scene. At the time, not in the car, because the fact is, like, even if, let's say, you just have my car, right? And then I go ahead and I commit a crime, and then I go.
We hit pause. When we come back, more surveillance video of Charlie Adelson and his former girlfriend, also a convicted killer like him, Katherine Magbanua.
Matriarch of the Adelson family gets arrested.
Donna Adelson is facing charges of murder, the death of her former son-in-law, Dan Markel.
Prosecutors say a bitter child custody battle was the motive for the murder-for-hire plot.
Now that Donna has turned into a defendant, what's next for the Adelson clan?
Now that the ship is really sinking fast, blood doesn't matter that much.
The Matriarch Mastermind murder trial. Live coverage today, only on Court TV.
Back to the Florida courtroom we go right now. We're in Mama Donna Adelson's trial, and the jury is looking at some surveillance video of convicted killers Charlie Adelson and Katherine Magbanua together at the Dolce Vita restaurant. This conversation between the two becomes key to the case.
He had to talk to this guy, and then got out of the car. He had nothing to do with the both teams. So even if I can prove they had Katie, you know, Katie had a verbal change. I think Katie said she was out of the car. She said that he's quite along. She also like his wife is flying. Also, I think he had like the dog and salt and the shots and everything. He said no. I said he's white as bad. He said he's white. He could have been Hispanic, but he doesn't say straight out. It's like you can't sound. I thought you were calling such topics. I'm like, yeah. Maria to West Side Store. So he wasn't, wasn't strong. He wasn't, he had disturbing, put no glasses, no glasses, well, she said, well dressed. We had wasn't like he was looking at it like, oh, no, said she was right. I had a little vest or a little jacket, a little he said he was raw. This way, your mom goes to the right, he moves like this. Singing part, she goes first. This. And he goes, sorry. And he said, his knees. I didn't talk to him. And so I thought it was like the process of she said it was for $19. I asked her all and I cost $19 to find out, and it probably rented the apartment under their lease. So it's probably in the register, like you go online, it's like $19, $29.99, find anyone you want. That's how you do. And it shows where they're registered at. And you go online, pull the picture, and you sit outside and wait. And you don't get the money, that's what you're all about.
All right, let's pause from the testimony here. Let's talk about what it's like to surveil a suspect or suspects to get to the bottom of a homicide case. Let's bring in retired special agent with the FBI, Jennifer Coffinduffer. Jen, good morning to you. Would you assess the work of law enforcement here, please?
Well, in these situations and having run these Title III intercepts, it is so difficult to block out that background noise. It's something that we always hate when they meet in these busy restaurants. You want them to meet in quiet cars so it can be easily heard later during testimony. But I think they've done a terrific job. It's so hard to maintain not being seen when you're in that restaurant watching them and, of course, listening. So it's very difficult. I think they did a great job.
I know, appreciate it. And how about when you have people like the Adelsons, and we see this throughout the trial in different examples, how they use certain words, certain codes and whatnot. What's that like when you know that you may have a suspect or suspects that are deliberately trying to deceive you as you're surveilling them?
Well, I have to tell you, we love it when they start using codes that don't make any sense. We kind of salivate, and then they use it over and over and over again to mean the same thing. And it just looks so bad because it's such a consciousness of guilt that comes out. It shows that they know they're doing something wrong, that they're talking about something that they're trying to keep covered up. So we actually like it when those code words are used.
That's awesome. Jen, tell me, this Dolce Vita restaurant moment, would you say this was somewhat of a turning point in the investigation? Like, for those agents who were working this, do you think this was somewhat of a, okay, we got him kind of moment?
I do. I think it was so critical when this connection was made, this connection in person, the fact that they were able to get this wiretap, the fact that they were able to surveil it. And even though the video didn't work, they were still able to get a lot of snapshots of these individuals later when they exited. So they were able to put this together. And, you know, Julie, whenever you have a case, when you have corroborative information like this, which is the actual voices and the actual photographs, it's so good for the jury to see that not only what you're saying you believe as a special agent, but look at all this out here that corroborates me.
Yes. Boy, Jen, I hope you write a book someday about your career. A fascinating insight from you as always. Stand by, please. We'll hit a break. When we go back in, we're going to watch some more of that surveillance video of Charlie and his girlfriend at the time, Katherine Magbanua. Both of them sitting in prisons now.
I'm Julia Janae, and we are live in Tallahassee, Florida for the Matriarch Mastermind murder trial for Donna Adelson. We'll have all the latest for you here on Court TV, your front row seat to justice.
Back to court. We want to take you now. The case of the state of Florida against Donna Adelson. Right now, the jury's watching some surveillance video taken at a restaurant in Miami, the Dolce Vita restaurant. If you saw Charlie Adelson's trial, you'll recall seeing this video. This was a turning point because this is the moment, remember, where he is essentially making that deal with Katherine Magbanua, the deal to hire those hitmen. She had the connection because she had a child with one of the gangbangers to do the murder of Dan Markel. Let's go back in, and we acknowledge it's hard to hear, as we were just talking about. There's a lot of background noise at the restaurant.
What if you rented the car today? Katie, can I you were fucking out all weekend, you know, I did something and I brought that. So that's, my point is, I don't have any knowledge. Evidently, this person is pretending to or not. I don't want someone paying for this. He could. I wish it wasn't complicated. Last year, it was really complicated. And these things you know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk to the person who's involved, stop talking to people who are involved. And I'm not involved, but if they do, but if they do offer you, they can come back in. It's not my fault to do that. It's not that's the Lord has to correct action. First year working, 20 years, 79, now
Okay, so some context for you. So this video shot by an undercover FBI agent at the Dolce Vita restaurant was taken 2 years after the murder of Danny Markel. Now, you know that Charlie Adelson did that deal with Katherine Magbanua to have Danny Markel killed. And this video is taken right after the bump with Donna happened. So they're kind of prompting Donna, hoping that something like this takes place, that people start getting nervous and start talking. And really, this video and that audio we're listening to here, albeit it's tough to hear in some parts, is really what led to Charlie's indictment. You know, law enforcement was not inclined to charge him initially, but then after hearing this, when he's making all these comments about, you know, what he thinks they have, and if they had something, you know, he said something, if they had evidence, we would already have gone to the airport. Which we know Mama Donna and Harvey went to the airport once upon a time, too. Isn't that something?